Release only my certificate to Atiku. Block the Chicago University from revealing gender, transcript, other records. President Tinubu begs US judge. E can't be like say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now no want make Nigerians use eye see this his Chicago University records. E be like say e no want make the public have access to his records because sure, why Tinubu go dey talk say abeg o make dem only release his certificate to Atiku o, make dem block the parts whereby his gender would be reviewed, his transcript and other admission record. Tinubu, wetin dey happen? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu sure? Dis one na confirmation say indeed e get wetin you sef dey hide wey you no want make people use eye see. How you go dey talk say make the Chicago State University release only your certificate? The ones wey dem don do corner take print, abi which one una dey talk about? Because this matter no dey really gel well with Nigerians. People don dey talk say na wow, this Tinubu sef true e get wetin e dey hide. This one no be say Atiku talk say, people don dey see am say Tinubu get wetin im dey hide. Now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reluctantly allowed a federal judge in the United States to give his university certificate to his political opponent Atiku Abubakar. But the Nigerian leader pleaded with Judge Nancy to block all other details, especially the gender, the admission records, among others, of the person who owns the certificate from being disclosed. Hey, my country people, wahala full ground. Water don pass garri for this matter. So like this now, President Tinubu now has appealed to the United States federal judge to allow only his university certificate to be given to his political opponent, Atiku Abubakar. That all other documents should be excluded. Tinubu's prayers on Monday morning came as part of the ongoing legal battle unfolding at the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois in Chicago. The case was brought by Mr. Atiku Abubakar, who has been on a judicial quest to establish that for Mr. Tinubu was not eligible to be the Nigerian president despite his election in February 2023. He won the election by 36% of the vote after Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, who was his running mate in 2019, fell out, subsequently dividing their potential vote into at least two parts, paving way for Tinubu's victory with the slimmest margin in the Nigerian presidential election history. So, Tinubu's acceptance that his certificate should be released came after he narrowly escaped full disclosure on the September 21st by pleading severe harm to his life in order to obtain a stay of a magistrate judge order on September 19th. And there is harm in allowing discovery on the issue and documents outside the diploma, Mr. Tinubu's lawyers said in their full briefing to the court seeking a review of Judge Geoffrey Gilbert's order by Ms. Maldonado, a district judge. The identity of who was admitted into the Chicago State University in the 1970s has been a hot issue after the college transcript emerged that indicated the school admitted a female Bola Tinubu from the Southwest College in Chicago in 1977, whereas Mr. Tinubu's lawyers led by Victor Henderson and Christopher insisted that the documents by Atiku Abubakar sought wouldn't be admissible at the Supreme Court. They nonetheless appeared to anticipate the potential for an unfavorable ruling and consequently gave the judge on an alternative direction of giving only an order for the school to clarify strictly the certificate the president tendered to run for the election. So, Mr. Gilbert's ruling last week required the Chicago State University administrators to confirm under oath whether or not the certificate of Mr. Tinubu tendered in Nigeria was genuine, Additionally, the officials were mandated to show a certificate issued on a Chicago State University graduate in the 1979 with the person's identification redated, to also turn other communications relating to the letter the school issued to Bola Tinubu in 2020. Now, Bola Tinubu feared that allowing the deposition of the Chicago State University officials to go forward would inflict severe, irreparable damage to his life, saying Mr. Atiku Abubakar was only on a fishing expedition to foil online conspiracy theories. So Tinubu now is begging. He's pleading with the US courts that they should not release his document. Oh, say abeg oh, make dem no release am oh. They should only, release his certificate, but they should protect his privileged information, such as admission records, transcripts, gender. Make dem carry certificate give Atiku. Shey na certificate Atiku want? Make dem give am, but other records should be hid from the public. And now Nigerians are left to wonder, what is it that Tinubu has to gain, by protecting his Chicago, credentials from being exposed? Or what is it that Tinubu has to lose if this thing gets exposed to the public? What does Tinubu have to lose if all his credentials are released to the public? Now, wow, this one a very big shame and disgrace. So, say the Nigerian president just dey try hide his records. This is a big shame. On a normal, anybody wey be say dey hold public office for this country, you are open to public scrutiny. E no get as you want to run away from that part. You have to bring out all your credentials. Everything has to be public. You no get wetin you wan hide, because na you carry yourself waka come talk say you wan become the president of Nigeria. Then why are you hiding your documents? Why are you hiding your credentials? What's there? Wetin dey inside wey be say you no wan make people use IT see am? Na wow! But they don talk say everything wey dey under the sun, e no get anything wey be say person fit hide under the sun. Surely one day breeze go blow, fowl yansh go open. Abi Tinubu dey fear say e get wetin wan happen? Tinubu wey use im mouth talk say im go school, im get many awards. So why are you hiding dis records? Why you no want make Nigerians use eye take see dis record? Because dis thing e get as e be. People go come dey reason say, okay, true e get wetin Tinubu dey hide. Na why im go talk say make dey carry only im certificate give Atiku. Other records, including his gender, transcript and all of that, should be hid from the public. E get as this matter dey be o. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? This story is getting interesting, more interesting, and we are yet to find the whole truth on this issue. But then, I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section.